Alrighty everyone, welcome to my playthrough of Mirror's Edge. This game came out quite a long time ago, and it's a game that I've been constantly wanted to revisit, just never really felt like it. But I feel like now is the perfect time to just jump into the game again and just re-experience something I experienced once over 10 years ago. Let's jump in, shall we?
Once the city used to pulse with energy, dirty and dangerous, but alive and wonderful. Now, it's something else. The changes came slowly at first. Most didn't realize, or didn't care, and accepted them. They chose a comfortable life. Some didn't. And those who refused to conform were pushed to the sidelines, criminalized. They became our clients. We call ourselves runners. We exist on the edge, between the gloss and the reality. The mirror's edge. We keep out of trouble, out of sight, and the cops don't bother us. Runners see the city in a different way. We see the flow. Rooftops become pathways and conduits, possibilities, and routes to escape. The flow is what keeps us running, keeps us alive.
Training time, Faith. Yeah, I know you hate it, but that fall took you out of commission for a while. And now you're back, you gotta keep sharp, especially in this city. Check out these new training grounds, pretty slick, huh? So let's not run around. When you get to her, just go with the flow, okay?
Alrighty, so this is the start of the tutorial. LB to jump, LT to crouch, options button to see your current objectives and your checklist of sorts. Left stick to move, right stick to move around, and now we are going to progress on our way to go find Celeste and continue on with the tutorial. Press B if you ever need help looking for your objective. And now here is Celeste.
Hi Faith, welcome back. Good to see you so
Now I will say audio at times in this game can be very interesting because the game is around 12 years old. So it's definitely not up to date in terms of what we have now in 2021, but it certainly is pretty close to up to date.
Can't hear you. Maybe if we had a better signal.
The way that you will be navigating this game mostly is going to be through objects that are red or turn red, like the red doors, red pipes, red springboards, red landing pillows. Just the color red is typically your way of finding objectives in this game. Oh no. Now don't do that. Climb up here, shimmy around to the side, and then we will follow Celeste to my favorite part of the tutorial, which is these kind of jumps. I don't know why, I really like these kind of jumps. I'm an Assassin's Creed fan, so these kind of jumps are kind of common, just without the wall ride or wall running, however you want to describe it. Shimmying like this, you cannot fall. Like, you can't move forward, and I think the only time where you could fall is when you're trying to initiate getting on the ledge. But with the tight ropes, like, or the balance beams, those you can 100% fall off of. And the falling animation can be quite gruesome, if I'm being honest. Like, you just fall, and in this game, a lot of the falling animations, you will fall all the way until the point where you would, like, receive injury. So it would be right before the ground is when they'd reset you to where you were. And now we are going to be trained in combat.
Merc wants me to run you through some sparring. You know how he is. You ready? Okay, come on. All right, Faith. Let's run through some weapon disarms, just in case.
RT to shoot. The aiming in this is kind of weird compared to like keyboard and mouse, but that's just going to happen when you are playing on controller compared to keyboard and mouse. Now, this will tell you wait until the weapon turns red, which I don't think is as useful, because that window is kind of weird, especially if you are more focusing on the gun. In my opinion, I say look for when the arm is starting to move forward, and that's when you should press Y. But again, that runner sense will also help you in trying to successfully perform disarms. If you don't feel comfortable with anything, you can stay here, but I feel more than comfortable, so I am going to be moving on to the next chapter. Alrighty, communication tower is that orange tower over there. I'm finding that no matter how loud I have the audio for this game, like how quiet I have it, it's still like gonna trump like a bunch of other things. So just bear in mind, you'll most likely have this issue, especially if you're playing on PC. Just general rule of thumb on PC is most games are just too loud, unless if you like, depending on how your audio setup is. But in my general opinion is audio is a little too loud on PC. As an example of the falling animation, I guess you do get really close to the ground before the game just resets you to where you would have been. But jump, grab on, hop over, climb up. And inside.
Wires are fizzing about you, Faith. Sounds like some blues are headed your way. News chopper tipped them off.
mechanics. So this game, a lot of free running, and if you're not a fan of those kinds of games, then this is definitely not the game for you. But I'm an Assassin's Creed fan, so a lot of this free running I just find really fun. Oh shoot. Yeah, the free running aspect of this game is probably what got me the most hooked as a kid. I do plan to play the sequel at some point. I don't know when. Just the sequel does sound appealing to me. So in this example, you really just run up to him and... Oh, that ain't good. Ruh-roh.
Yep, I can see face now.
Yeah, there are unconventional ways of taking care of enemies in this game, but I'd recommend if you only got one or two ahead of you, just take care of get a disarm, take their gun, try and kill them. If not, then just keep disarming. Just make sure you don't die. That is probably a good rule of thumb for this game. Just don't die.
Get out of here!
Now this part right here, I don't know why, but as a kid I always had trouble with. I could never, like, figure out what I was supposed to do. But you just jump up, and I always hold LB. I don't know why. Just always hold it to make sure I secure getting out that helicopter.
Meant to be a low-key job. Why the hell were they shooting? What did you do, Faith?
Nothing. They just opened fire.
So what the hell's happening? I'll ask around. Get your ass back to base, Faith.
Again, Officer Connors.
Going to see Pope. Robert Pope. Taking a statement on that break-in last week? Yeah, anyways, it's 56 West Arlen Drive. Tell Lieutenant Miller.
Copy that. I'll relay the message, Officer Connors.
Thanks. Connor's out.
Hello, sis.
You there, kiddo?
Hey, Mark.
I bet you're listening to the chatter.
You know me.
Try and get some sleep. It's been a rough day. Gonna put the word out tomorrow. See why those blues got itchy trigger fingers. I'll drop by later, okay? And don't chuck that pizza. I like the toppings.
Matured. Yeah, I know. See you, Mark.
Shots fired. Repeat, shots fired. All units proceed to 56 West Arlen Drive immediately. Proceed with caution.
Kate! Where are you? Kate, where are you?
Hey,
Mark,
you off?
just get on comms and track me. Almost there.
Well, anytime you'd like to tell me where there is and what the hell you're doing, feel free.
It's my sister.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna see if I can figure out what's going on. Give me a second.
Alrighty, time to go figure out what's going on with Faith's sister and this... I don't even know what the building's called. Whatever this building is, gotta figure out what's going on. That fence is high voltage, so don't touch it. Along with this one, don't touch this one either. It will shock you, do damage to you. Not ideal.
Okay, Drake says there's been some heat on West Arlen. Pope's place. I guess that's where you're headed, but be careful. I'll tell him what's going on there.
Oh, shit. I'm really just goofing this up right now. Jump here.
You know
Up
he was
there.
running for mayor, right? Finally, someone who could actually
There we
make a
go.
difference in this place.
Wall run. Jump, and we gotta get to that red door over there. RPNA. That and that is where we. Oh. Actually, I want to see if there are any collectibles nearby. I'm not gonna go for every collectible, but if I see it, or if I feel like giving a little glance around, I will look. But depending on the game, I will 100% it. This is more of one of those games where I just plan to play through it for just the fun and bit of the story aspect of it.
The taste of New Eden. It's a little bit of paradise.
Kate?
What are you doing here?
What happened? Did you...
No! You don't recognize him?
Should I?
It's Robert. Robert Pope, friend of Dad's.
Shit, that boat.
He called me. We hadn't talked much since I joined up. He had a break-in last week. He's still a campaigner. Don't you read the news?
It's not news anymore. It's advertising.
He was running for mayor.
So the break-in must have really spooked him then.
That's what I thought. But it was odd. He told me about the break-in, asked me to come, then asked after you.
Really? I haven't seen him for at least 10 years.
Anyway, he was alive when I got here. Just sitting at his desk, writing. Everything went black. When I came to, he'd been shot. And I'm pretty sure it's with my gun. There was a book on the desk, a diary. It was gone. I'm sure there was someone else in the building. Left my radio in the car, haven't had time to phone it in.
Come on, come with me. I'll take you somewhere safe.
This isn't the time to run. I'm not like you. Running will just make me look guilty.
You think this was an accident, Kate? There are no accidents in this city. Someone wanted him dead and wanted you to take the fall.
Help me, Effie, please. You've got contacts. There's gotta be more to this. Something he knew. Something he wanted to tell me.
I can't get involved in this, Kate. You know what I do. I just can't.
Blue's incoming, Faith. You might want to be outgoing right about, now.
I'll see what I can do.
If this goes down badly, find Lieutenant Miller, my superior. Take anything you find to him.
I'm serious, Faith. Remember, they're not playing nice. Get out of there.
Now go! And Faith, thank you.
Okay,
Shit.
time to go. There's SWAT right there, and this will now become a pretty fast-paced section. So I'd recommend moving quickly and avoid getting shot, because this is a fairly easy section to get killed in. Just remember, keep moving. If you don't know where to go, just press B and it will help you. It can be kind of weird sometimes, but it will help you more often than not. Try and be a step ahead of them. Move quickly, and you'll be fine. Depending on the settings of your game will start to chug a little bit in certain sections, just because of how this game was made. It really just depends on if you're playing on PC or if you're playing on Xbox. I personally am playing on PC. CDC News building right in front of us, so it's new objective right there. Another objective that is starting to become noticeable for me is why are these cops just instant firing at us? Jump out of these blue stairs to the left. Now, one thing that the tutorial didn't teach you is you don't have to do everything the way the game wants, like everything the way the tutorial teaches you. The game wants you to kind of learn for yourself. Now, what I mean by this is, like, with combat, you don't have to just walk up to them and click Y and go and disarm them. You can run, go wall right behind them to get behind them quicker. Like, just come up with your own methods. The game was meant to be somewhat personal in that aspect, so take advantage of it, figure out what works for you, and
yeah, you can breathe
go
out.
for it.
Damn, what a mess. Can't believe Pope's gone. Shit, man, this damn city. So you know him, huh? Well, you sure opened a can of worms on this one.
Alrighty, now let's keep on moving.
Picking up squad cars moving in on you. You ain't got much time. Blue's up ahead. Be careful.
You could probably go through this game without killing anybody. It's kind of like a passive run, but I don't know. I'm just doing what's easiest for me. Oh, shoot, there's no there. I was about to say, there's no way there's a helicopter down here.
You've almost lost him. Ask your crew again. Hey, let's get you out of here.
Okay? Come on.
You did good, Faith. No word on what's got the Blues so trigger happy, but I'll keep on it. And, don't worry about your sis, okay? We'll fix it.
What the hell, Merc?
Something's got somebody rattled, kiddo. I don't know what it is, but they're mighty jittery. Hey, Sal.
Take long to lose him?
Nah, those Blues can't move for shit. They've gotten a little gun happy, though.
Wires are fizzing about Pope's murder. Blue traffic is up. Way up. Don't know what's got into them. Must be contract renewal time. Be careful out there, Sal.
So why all the heat?
Our girl's been lifting evidence from a crime scene. Now every cop in the city seems to be after her.
That the evidence you lifted?
Yeah, I think it's from a diary. Rest of it was gone. All I can make out are Icarus, maybe, and to the highest.
Icarus. Wasn't he the Greek guy?
Yeah, his dad made him some wings out of feathers and wax. Then the boy flew too close to the sun. And psst, no more wings, no more Icarus. If anyone's heard anything, then you know who it'll be, Faith.
Yeah?
I know he ain't a runner anymore, but he's got contacts. You can't avoid him forever.
Wanna bet?
Who?
Jackknife.
Drake's got a location on Jackknife. He's on some rooftops at the old runner training ground near the storm drains. Route's crawling with blues, though. You can follow the canals to the Hampton Town District. Get going.
Well, it appears that we have our next next objective. That is going to be finding Jackknife. But that is not going to be for this episode. That will be for the next one. So I will see you guys next time.